Love.life.yarn. Today we're going to be crocheting these adorable little candy corn treat bags. Super simple, only uses double crochet and 11 rows, so you can knock a ton of these out with very little yarn, any colors you like. Of course, I chose the traditional white, orange, and yellow, but really you can make candy corn any color you like. So we start at the bottom and just work our way up. We had a nice little button to keep it closed, but you can open it up here and put lots of treats down inside and hand these out for classrooms or whatever you like. Hand them out on Halloween at your door, and they're really cute. They hold just a few little treats or toys in here. And like I said, double crochet, 11 rows, super simple. And I'm going to walk you through each step. So you ready? Let's get started. Materials underneath this project include some scrap worsted weight yarn. I chose the orange, white, yellow, a size I 5.5 millimeter hook, a yarn needle, a button around 3/4 of an inch, and of course some scissors. All right, we begin right here with the slip knot if you're using the chain 2. I actually wrote this pattern before I ever learned the magic ring. So I start with a chain 2 and work in the second chain from the hook, but you are welcome to start this with a magic ring if you like. So right here, the second chain from the hook, we're going to double crochet, yarn over, insert into that second chain from the hook, which is the last chain, the very first one we made. Might need to use your nail to help you get it in. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2. Nope, just 2. Okay, yarn over and pull through the last 2. Okay, that's 1 double crochet. We're going to do this 4 times in this same chain, or except if you're making a magic ring, you're welcome to do that and make it in the magic ring. Sorry, I know white is not the easiest color to see, but this is only the very first few little rounds, and then we'll switch. All right, so now find your very first stitch. If you have to, count backwards from your hook to see which one, and work a slip stitch to close the round. Okay, push mine through. So you can see right there is our center. So with this, I didn't feel like it needed a magic ring. I said, and before I had trouble doing them anyway. So, all right, round 2, you're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. In the same space that you joined, double crochet. And in the next 3 double crochet, you're going to double the number. So work 2 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, and that's going to give you a total of 8 stitches when you're done with this round. Okay, when you're done, we're going to join to our little turning chain here with a slip stitch. So right here, the very top chain, insert, and then just work a slip stitch. So pull this yarn through. And there's round 2. So we got our little point started here for our candy corn. Now round 3 is the last one of the white. So we're going to chain 3. And then, so don't just skip the one where it was joined. Now we're working in this next stitch. We're going to work 2 double crochet. Okay, now we'll read the repeat will be double crochet in the next stitch, 2 double crochet in the next. And just repeat that, working double, 2 double, around in the next 2 stitches. Okay, when you get there, going to again join with a slip stitch, but now we're changing colors. So go ahead and put your your hook through the yarn. And I'm going to cut my white yarn. So I'm going to grab my scissors. And leave a little bit of a tail to weave in, of course. And grab the next color you want to use. I'm using orange to make it a traditional candy corn. And go ahead and pull the new color through your slip stitch. Okay, then give these a little tug to make them tight. And we're ready for our next round, round 4. Chain 3. Every round begins with a chain 3, and it counts as a double crochet. Work a double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so you have 1, 2 here, We're going to double crochet again right here. Okay, this one has 2 double in it. So you have 1, 2, work 2 stitches, just regular double crochet, and then we're going to increase. So put 2 double crochet right here in the next one. Oops, already yarned over. So right here. At the end of this, you should have 16 stitches. Okay, I've already joined with my slip stitch. Chain 3 to begin our round. Double crochet in the next 2. And now we're going to increase. So 2 double in the next one. Okay, now we're going to double crochet 3. Just normal double crochet, 1 in each stitch. And increase in the next. So if you repeat this, double crochet 3 and then an increase of 2 in the same stitch, you'll have 20 stitches at the end of this round. So 1, 2, 3, and increase. All right, round 6, you're going to chain 3, double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and now increase. All right, and the repeat part here is double crochet 4. Okay, just 4 regular double crochets, and then an increase, which is 2 double crochet in the same stitch. And this will give you 24 stitches at the end of this round. So, mine's getting caught here, hold on. Okay, so double crochet 4 and increase. All right, for the next 2 rounds, we're simply going to work even, which means you just put a double crochet in each stitch. Okay, remember that one counts as a double crochet, and you're working on 24 stitches, so just double crochet all the way around and join with the slip stitch. All right, here we are. 8 rounds are complete and our orange is done. So at this point in my slip stitch, I'm going to pull this new yarn through, just like we did with the orange. Okay, so pull it tight. I'm going to cut my orange yarn. I like to just go ahead and get it out of the way, honestly, because I hate having all kinds of strands hanging out. So I'll cut it off. And now we're ready to work with our yellow. So in rounds 9 and 10, you simply do the same thing you just did in the last 2 rounds. Okay, make sure pull it nice and tight here. And then just double crochet in each stitch around for both rounds 9 and 10. All right, 10 rounds are complete and we are down to the very last round. So super simple, right? Chain 3. We're going to increase again on this round. So double crochet in the next 4 stitches. And now we'll work our increase, which is 2 doubles in the next stitch. And we'll repeat that. So remember, this very first counted as a stitch, so double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and increase. And you'll end up with 28 stitches at the end of this round. Just work your way around that way. All right, we're ready to just fasten off. I put this little part on the side. You can do different chainless double crochet to avoid that, but for me in this pattern, it hides off there to the side, doesn't bother me. So, because you can always tell, when you chain 3 at the beginning of a round of double crochet, unless you use, like I said, alternate methods. But for this pattern, it really doesn't matter. So cut your yarn. And we're going to do an invisible fasten off here. So pull the yarn through. Now skip the stitch right beside your last one. Insert your hook, pull your yarn through, and now go inside, right in the middle. Split that stitch that this yarn is coming out of. So I'm going to come right through here. This is the yarn I pulled it, the stitch I pulled it through. You can see that's my strand of yarn going to the tail. And pull that through. And then just kind of adjust it. It takes up that last stitch's space, kind of goes over the top of it. So it makes it look a little nicer than having like a knot at the top. Like I said, this side, put that our very beginning on the side, and grab you a button. You're going to actually sew it inside. So you would just stitch it inside here in the yellow right in the middle, which is round 10. And then it just slides right through round 10. I wouldn't use a button any bigger than 3/4, which is what this is, and 3/4 inch. And you can see then it would keep it closed, so you could put treats and stuff inside of it. So really just weave in your ends, sew on your button, and you're all done. So I hope you've enjoyed this project. Come visit us at love.life.yarn.com for more than 350 free patterns.